Tommy Morrison was almost killed in the ring on October 18, 1991. And the thing most people don't know, it was totally preventable.
You look great tonight when you finished up strong. Bill, let me ask you something. What about the future for Tom? What's he got going on?
Well, we're going to fight Mercer in August. That's our plan at this time.
If you get by Mercer, what's next?
We'll see what the future bears.
Exactly. Well, I think he's got a great future for Tommy Morrison here.
In today's video, we take a look at one of the most devastating and avoidable losses in the history of heavyweight boxing. A man who was one of the most explosive punchers.
Come on, punch. That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
Trials a big right hand, followed up on the left.
Was winning the fight of his life. Until his own confidence and an old grudge came back to punch him in the face. Literally. Let's get into it. By October of 1991, Tommy Morrison was 28-0 with 23 knockouts. He had just starred in Rocky V as Tommy Gunn. He was 22 years old, movie star handsome, and had knocked out every serious contender they put in front of him. He genuinely believed his left hook could solve any problem inside a boxing ring, and he had never once been past round 6. But across the ring stood a man Morrison had unfinished business with, business that went back 3 years. In 1988, Ray Mercer beat Tommy Morrison in the Olympic trials, ending Morrison's dream of representing the United States at the Seoul Olympics. Mercer went on to win the gold medal. Morrison watched from home. Mercer was the 1988 Olympic gold medalist, WBO heavyweight champion, and 17-0 with 12 knockouts. He was one of the most feared punchers in the division. But Morrison didn't care about any of that. He had a score to settle, and he came out in round 1 to settle it immediately. That decision, to come out and hunt Mercer from the opening bell, would cost him everything.
Is what will tell the tale. And here we go. Round 1 is scheduled for 12. Mercer angles. Mercer immediately says that didn't hurt. Stick and run.
A little anxious.
Morrison, the more active, bows down.
Well, Tony Perez shouldn't let an identity.
Morrison landing again, and then a glancing looping right hand. First round to Morrison.
The opportunity is there for him to land a good short shot.
Remember, everyone seems to feel the longer it goes, the more it favors. And finally, Perez did as well.
But Perez letting him get away with it again here, but let him get away with 3 uppercuts on the inside. Mercer breathing rather heavily right now, and doing something he's not really noted for, and that's backing up in a fight. And there he's using a forearm across the face. Better of Ray Mercer.
And a left hand from Morrison connects. Another good round for Tommy Morrison.
Right. Well, Morrison is a lot more technical. He keeps...
Oh, another left hand.
Morrison just countered with a quick left hand.
From Morrison. A body punch with the left. Morrison, the left. Tommy Morrison.
Morrison came out like a man possessed. Aggressive, relentless landing combinations that had Mercer retreating. He cut Mercer's lip in round 1. He controlled rounds 2 and 3 completely. All 3 judges had him winning every round.
Inside of 30 seconds remaining in the 3rd round. Oh, that was the best punch Mercer's thrown.
But Morrison had been sprinting with no plan for the back half. His mouth was wide open. His legs were starting to slow. 3 rounds of trying to knock out an Olympic gold medalist had taken everything he had.
Here comes Mercer to the line of the crowd. It has been Morrison to this point. Now Mercer trying to turn it. Now he covers up from another Morrison assault in the corner. Oh, good left hand from Mercer and the right. And Mercer
Mercer felt it and immediately took control. An overhand right backed Morrison up for the first time in the fight. The momentum had completely shifted.
Same punch he caught him with in the round before. Mercer jumped in with the left right uppercut and got countered with a great left hook by Tommy Morrison. But Mercer is really coming on in this round, evening things up a little bit.
His mouth is wide open here. Now the Mercer crowd comes to his support. The Mercer legs and Morrison. The right for Mercer. Inside of 30 seconds remaining in this fourth round. Mercer showing bounce in his legs. Final seconds of the fourth round. Mercer has been holding on.
Morrison covering up after that.
You heard Tommy Burgett tell Tommy Morrison that he was getting away from the game plan to start working the body mode.
He wants him to go back, but he wants him to relax too. Like I said, he looked real anxious and uptight at the beginning of this fight, and that'll wear you out in itself, just that nervousness.
Mercer with two good right hands. And then Morrison in the corner. And Mercer's out. Mercer in trouble.
Then 28 seconds into round 5, Mercer caught him. A right hand sent Morrison into the ropes, and then Mercer unloaded. 15-punch combination. Morrison was unconscious but didn't fall. The ropes held him up. The referee, Tony Perez, allowed Mercer to land 9 more unanswered shots into a completely defenseless man before finally stopping it. Morrison was so badly hurt that after the fight was stopped, he thought it was still going on. He sat in the corner with his hands up, still trying to defend himself, completely unaware the fight was over. He came out hunting a man he had a 3-year grudge against. He burned through his stamina trying to destroy him in the early rounds. And when the tank hit empty, Mercer was right there waiting. Tommy Morrison's power was the greatest weapon he ever had. That night, it was the reason he almost didn't make it out of the ring. Morrison spent 1992 rebuilding, 8 straight stoppage wins. A completely different fighter. More patient, more disciplined, with a real game plan beyond his left hook. 2 years after the Mercer loss, he faced George Foreman for the vacant WBO title and delivered the best performance of his career, outboxing the legend over 12 rounds to become heavyweight champion of the world. The Mercer loss broke something in Tommy Morrison and then built him back stronger. This is why sometimes the most important fight of a man's career isn't the one he wins. If this video hit you differently than you expected, hit subscribe. We tell the stories boxing forgot.